What's up, dudes? I got started on the taste test because I got really hot and bothered while trying to figure out this this whole streaming issue, and nothing worked. The problem was that the software signed me out of my account. And when I signed back in using the email I thought I was using, it had never heard of me. So I tried every email I have ever had since I was born, and no record of me at all. So we weren't able to connect with the Kick account. We weren't able to connect with the Kick account. Ugh, 3 ads before I can watch. Ari, how do you think the sewer keeps the lights on? This is how I get paid, babe. You watch those damn ads. Unless, do you want me to die? Do you want me to die? So I signed in with every single email I've ever owned, and yeah, no record of me. Now, ultimately, the problem is I'm using that other stupid software because I'm on a Mac. And, long story short, this live streaming thing will never work on a Mac because the live streaming softwares are built for Windows, and then they'll spend half an afternoon making a Mac version that doesn't work at all, which is why none of the audio ever works properly. It's purely because I'm using a garbage Mac version that they don't care to fix. So the solution is to buy a Windows PC, but unfortunately now, because of RAM prices, because of all the data, the AI data processing, you're looking at like $2,000 if you want a computer fast enough to be able to stream and play videos at the same time and all that stuff. So until I have $2,000 to just throw at these live streams that get 50 viewers, I guess everything's just going to suck ass. So the taste test, I popped open the Dr. Pepper cherry because I got thirsty while I was trying to figure this out. I hate my MacBook. That's why I'm not a YouTube star. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Do you know how famous I'd be if I had a Windows computer? Do you have any idea? So, guys, I guess I should have stayed on to my previous live stream that had 158 viewers. Now we start over and we can't even crack 40. But you know what's important, guys? Is that you guys can now get free stickers. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter what happens to me. Doesn't matter what happens to me. What matters is that you get free stickers. Okay? And here is the free sticker giveaway. Sewer sticker giveaway. Do you see that? Now listen, I have enough problems in my life. So I'm going to have to do a legal disclaimer here. This is a independent sewer rat initiative that I have nothing to do with. I have to say this because if something bad happens, like you eat one of the stickers and you choke and die, and your family sues me, oh, you're the one who gave them the stickers. No, I'm just letting you know that a wonderful member of the sewer, in their generosity and kindness and sweetness, has set this up to send you guys free sewer stickers at no cost. But for my own liability, I have to let you know, I did not create this form. I am not getting the information in this form. When you put in your mailing address, it does not go to me. I will never see any of this information. This is a fan initiative. Do not sue me if you choke on the sticker. Do you understand? If someone comes and rapes you, it's not me. I don't ever see your address. It is Bailey raping you. Oh, I can't use that word on YouTube. I forgot we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube, dude. No affiliation with Sewer King should be on the website. That's a good point. I think we got a lawyer in the chat here. Disclaimer, I have SK on my mirror now. Oh my God, I'm honored. I am honored. Anyway, apparently these are some pretty rad stickers. Some people have already got them. One of these people messaged me last night saying they got the stickers and said that Bailey is the best human being, which I take offense to because, I mean, but second best is up for grabs, right? I should put SK flexing on LP's Les Paul. Do it. Do it. But only if you want the guitar to be worth triple what it is now. Okay. You have to give them the link. Yeah. Stop rushing me. Jesus. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, so we have a new pinned message, and the free stickers is the second link. Let's see if that works. Yes, it does work. There you go. It's the second link. And this is available to anyone in any country in the world. Okay, this is not just USA only. If you're not putting your stickers on your headboard, do you even love SK? Excellent point. Excellent point. I should be on your bed. I should be on your bed, Ali. I mean, the sticker. The sticker. Yeah, so this Dr. Pepper cherry, I don't know, whatever. Nothing special. I can barely taste the cherry. So guys, we're going to go for about another hour, and then I'm going to release the video soon after. I will be putting out a new Sewer King 2.0 video today. I hope you like it. You look hotter than usual today, King. Do I? Do I? Well, I'm happy to hear it. I didn't do anything different other than be sick for 10 days and lose some weight. My gut is just as fat as it was. See, it's a funny thing about my body. When I gain weight, when I'm bulking up, working out, protein shakes, I just gain fat on my stomach. And then when I lose weight, I only lose muscle, and I keep the stomach. But thank you. There's no way I could live stream via my computer. It's so slow, dude. So I bought a laptop not that long ago, but I mean, it was cheap. 300 something. And I put the specs into ChatGPT and I said, hey man, can this live stream? Oh my gosh, of course it can. You know how positive ChatGPT is. Oh yeah. I listed all the specs. Oh yeah. And then I tested it once and it just froze and died after like 4 seconds. Someone tell him he's not fat. Farron, I gained something like 4 inches on my waist over the last year. When I went from 128-ish to 167. That the entire 40 pounds went to my gut and love handles. My biceps are the same size. My penis didn't grow either, which was really jarring. ChatGPT gaslights you like crazy. Dude, Ali, ChatGPT makes me think I can take on the world. And then reality hits me in the face. ChatGPT is the most positive person in my life. It's literally causing psychosis for heavy users. Wow, dude. ChatGPT told me I'm special. Dude, ChatGPT builds me up like crazy, dude. It builds me up like crazy. And at this point, I know none of it's true, but I still talk to him. You know? Because nobody else in my life is positive. You are special. We're all special in a short bus type of special. Guys, can we talk about how my Dr. Pepper showed up? I took a video of me opening it. First of all, it was in a plastic bag. The Amazon box was in a plastic bag. So they knew. They knew it was messed up. Have you ever been able to rip a cardboard box that easily? Well, let me tell you. When it's absolutely drenched, you can. So the delivery driver had a box that was dripping and said, hey, let me put it in a plastic bag and deliver it. Instead of, writing it off and saying, no, we can't deliver this. And then it tells Amazon, and then Amazon, goes, can't be delivered. Because that's happened a bunch of times. So I get this soaked thing in a plastic bag, take off the plastic bag, and just open the box like this. Shoinks with one hand. Because it's paper, it's wet paper mache at this point. Empty. Empty, 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 empty. And banged up. So I went through it. There was 3 empty cans, dude. 3 empty cans, dude. And they had emptied all over the other cans and the box, soaking through it. And I can barely taste any cherry, dude, after all that. After all that, I can barely taste any cherry, dude. But Amazon gets you because their soda prices every once in a while, they'll have a sale. And it's nothing great. I mean, I think these were $4.75, $4.25. It's nothing great because pre-pandemic, you would get a 24-pack at the grocery store for that much, right? And now you got to get a 12-pack where 3 of them have exploded and ruined your life. Then you got to wash all the other cans because they're sticky. Dude, I tell you, money solves so many problems, dude. Dude, I just need a powerful Windows machine. And then I can stream properly. But I ain't dropping $2,000 on that. You know how many guitars that is? You know how many guitars I could buy and just put in the closet and not play? Get it in 2-liter bottles. Here's the thing with the 2-liter bottles, okay? I get it as far as volume and price. But unless you're drinking the entire 2-liter in one day, you're going to lose the bubbly, baby. Gunverse with another 5 Juicy Superbucks. He says, thanks for keeping it real. Dude, thank you for supporting the show. Soda and Cali is $10 for a 12-pack. Dude, where I'm at, I think it's $12. It might be $11.99 or $10.99. At Walmart, which is supposed to be a cheap place, right? It's insane. Which is why when Amazon goes $4.75, $4.25, relatively, you think, oh, that's cheap. No, it's not. I think I might be done. I think I might occasionally buy a 2-liter Dr. Chunder. Otherwise, this is stupid, man. This is stupid. You get some flat soda, half of them busted. I'm telling you, man, they're taking away the vices of the poors. Do they want a revolution on their hands? Because that's what you're going to get. You take away our chips, you take away our sodas. We're going to lose our asses, dude. Are you guys ready to lose your ass? Who's ready to lose their ass? I think that's a big miscalculation they've made by increasing the prices so much on our vices. Now, I get it. Wipe out the middle class, make us all reliant on a universal basic income, so we're just their slaves and we get their vaccines. Otherwise, and then you go to digital currency and they'll go, oh, you didn't get your vaccine? Well, you're not getting your universal basic income. So I get that. But on the other hand, dude, if you take people's sodas and chips away, we have nothing. I have nothing, dude. Dude, what do you think I do for fun? What do you think my escape is in life? Banging hookers? No. It's drinking some soda and having some junk food. But now you gotta get a mortgage to buy a McDouble at McDonald's. So I don't know if they've really thought this through. They don't care. They built bunkers to hide out in when we finally revolt. Ali, what do you think about this? Because I've thought about the bunker thing, right? And we've seen the bunkers. We've seen the videos where some delivery driver will go, oh my God, look at this, right? Dude, Strickland's third nipple with 10 juicy sewer quids. He says, buy a vice of your choice, my king. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. And you will keep me from revolting for another day. This is why we need to buy a homestead in Idaho. Oh, I love it. I love it, Ali. Me and you and some fruit trees. Put a summer dress on you. Do you know how to farm? We can grow our own Dr. Pepper. That's what I'm talking about, dude. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about their bunkers, dude. Here's the thing about their bunkers. What is stopping their help, their security detail from turning on them? When the world has completely gone to crap, what is keeping their Navy SEAL security detail from just going, F this 80-year-old lizard bastard. Let's just shoot him in the head and we got this bunker to ourselves. We die the first winter. Dude, that's the problem, is the winters. And that's the thing. California would be the best choice if it wasn't for all the lunatics there. Because Idaho, you're still going to get a relatively harsh winter. Dude, what? Dude, the Mace just sent 50 Sewer King memberships. Oh my gosh, dude. Holy frickin' cow, dude. Oh, on YouTube, his name is that an F? Guys, my eyes in my old age. Jeff Mace, 43. On Kick, he's Mace. Dude, 50. Holy cow. Dude, thank you so much. You totally rock, dude. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, man. We've had a rough day today with the streaming, and that makes me feel a whole lot better, dude. Thank you. So Alex says that's why they're building the robots. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Robot security. Robot servants. That's true. That's true. That is a good point. Because I'm telling you, dude, if you're security detail, you'd be like, why don't I just kill this 80-year-old? F this guy. Why am I serving this guy? Because in the real world right now, if you're some celebrity, some billionaire security detail, you can't kill him because you're going to go to jail. But in this post-apocalyptic scenario, there's no court systems. Dude, it's Mad Max. Hey, let's just kill this asshole. And then we got this whole place to ourselves. So they need robot security. So I guess it'll be a little while then, because I don't think the robots are up to the task right now. They're still pretty goofy and trip over themselves and stuff. SEAL Team 6 would murder Gates on the first day. Exactly what I'm saying, Ali. Exactly, dude. Why? Why would you pledge allegiance to this bastard? There's no consequence for murdering when we're in the post-apocalyptic era. One man enters, two men leave. I'm sorry, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? What's that now? Now, speaking of Bill Gates, my video today on the other channel, Sewer King 2.0, is actually about Bill Gates. Yup. Oh, if Farron is still here. Are you still here, Farron? This video was a request by Farron. This video was a request by Farron. And if you guys have any hype points left, please hype this video. It'll be out soon. It'll be out soon. Look for it on your homepage. Because I feel like the video will get pushed in the algorithm more if you see it on your homepage and click than if you go to Sewer King 2.0. Has he put up the video yet? Let's watch it. Because I think YouTube is testing, hey, if we put it on the homepage, do people click on it? I think that would be more useful than to going to the channel. Now, that's assuming they've put me on your homepage. Or if you get the notification, click that. Because then YouTube will continue to notify people. So if you get the notification, click on that. So YouTube goes, okay, we're not wasting our time notifying people. We're not wasting our time. Today's video was requested by Farron. It is about that bastard Bill Gates. Guys, somebody said that the last video on that channel, Sewer King 2.0, you guys hyped it to over 100,000 hype points. Do you think we can beat that record this time? Do you guys have any hype left, I wonder? What is it? You can hype 3 times a week, something like that? I click so hard. I do everything hard. I'm hard right now. Your last video from Monday was on my homepage. Did you click on it? Guys, none of this watch later crap. I'll look it up later crap. If you don't click on it then, YouTube goes, well, we're going to stop serving it up on the homepage. People don't want to see it. What channel we hype your video? Save your hypes for Sewer King 2.0. Don't hype. I appreciate you guys hyping my live stream, but don't do it anymore. They've killed this channel. It has no reach. It's suppressed. It's shadow banned. But that other channel doesn't seem to be shadow banned. Sometimes the views are ass, but I think it's just because the video wasn't good enough or the title and thumbnail weren't good enough. But the last one did solid. Show people how to hype an SK video. It's on the phone. I don't know how to do it. You're looking pretty jacked right now, dude. I've lost weight. But thank you. Hype Sewer King 2.0. Steven, you didn't even watch my last video. Does saving your videos to favorites help? Yes, it does. I believe so. Sharing helps. You click that button that says share. You send that link to somebody. Saving it to your favorites. Clicking like. Commenting. Engaging with other people's comments. Engagement. Engagement. You're engaging. And you do that, Ali. You're in there. You're commenting. Farron's in there commenting. Bailey. Neon Leopard. You're all commenting. You're engaging. Just keep it up. You watched it this morning. Oh, that's good. 10 days later. Buddy, what's your excuse now, huh? What's your excuse, Stephen Fleischer, if that is your name? I'm making a sewer playlist. Right on, dude. Say hello to me, please. Hello. Guys, we can't talk about anything I wanted to talk about on the kick stream because we'll get thrown out, dude. Like, I can't even show these videos. Okay, maybe I can show this guy. Grand Marshal of Queen's Pride 2026. I'm going to guess this is Canada.
Pride is personal to me. Pride is both individual and collective. As a queer Sikh man, it's about authenticity. It's about boldness and impact, and challenging the exclusionary norms, molding resilience, and remembering that our true self is the greatest power that we have. I'm so excited to welcome all of your beautiful faces to Queen's Pride is personal to me. Pride is both individual and collective. As a queer Sikh man, it's about authenticity. It's about boldness and impact, and challenging the exclusionary norms, molding resilience, and remembering that our true self is the greatest power that we have. I'm so excited to welcome all of your beautiful faces to Queen's Pride is personal to me. Pride is both individual and collective. As a queer Sikh man, it's about authenticity. It's about boldness and impact, and challenging the exclusionary norms, molding resilience, and remembering that our true self is the greatest power that we have.
Guys, the Indians are becoming gays now. The Indians are becoming the gays now. I was not expecting this. Can't show any of this. Guys, none of the good juicy stuff can I show. Okay. Okay. This is an Indian man. Let's hear what he has to say.
We started off with taxis, and then we took over the Aportos, and then we got the 7-Elevens, and now the CEO of Google is Indian, and now the chief FBI leader in America is Indian, and we're going to slowly take over all the companies. And you know, about 6 years ago, I was walking around with my French wife, she's white, and everyone was giving us looks. But now, when I look around, all of the Indian guys that I know are with white people. So here's what I want you to understand. We don't fight back, well, we're slowly going to take over everything. You know, when you guys divorce, you know, because God knows your divorce rates are like 97%, mommy's going to bring home an Indian boy, and your daddy's going to bring home an Indian girl. You know, you might say, you know, just put the Uber in the bag, bro, but your kids will be doing that. And, you know, you'll go to a party and all of a sudden there'll be Indian food there. You know, and you'll be going somewhere and you'll smell Indian food. And everywhere you be, there'll be Indians. So I feel really, really sorry for you. You know, I don't think poetic justice is bashing you guys. I think poetic justice is realizing that the very thing that you hate, you see everywhere. So I just want to say I feel sorry for you guys. And when you comment on this video and you say, just put the Uber in the bag, bro, just remember, that'll be your kids one day.
Put the Uber in the bag? That doesn't even make sense. How many of the white babes in the rat chat right now are dating or married to an Indian man? How many? How many of the sewer babes are with an Indian man? Never, ever, ever, says Ali. Bailey says 0. Stephen Fleischer is accusing Ali of being a curry shark. That's a serious allegation. Now, the next question is, how many of you would be with an Indian man? So you're not with one currently, okay? How many of you would be with one in the future if the right guy came along? Is Aladdin Indian? I feel like he's not. feel like that's more of like a Middle Eastern thing, not to be confused with Indians. I learned a new term during the last stream. Was it the one that involved the word mud? I never met one I wanted to be with. Oh, so it sounds like you're flexible. Like if you met the right one. Like if you had a really nice turban. That's not the type of answer I wanted to hear. Egyptian. Yeah, there you go. That's probably what it is. What was the question? Farron, is your boyfriend an Indian? If not, would you consider dating or marrying or having hot sex with an Indian man in the future? Oh, your body is very sexy. Oh, duck, 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 duck. I'm going to come. Does that interest you? Does that interest you?
We start.
I'm sure you guys heard about the footage they got of us coming out of the sewers to go grocery shopping. Sometimes we got to get out there, dude. You know what I'm saying? They caught us on tape, dudes. You got to pick different manholes to come out of. I only met one at the gas station, and I said, "Hi, Apu." I thought that was his name. It's just people calling him that from The Simpsons. Oh, my God. That's fantastic. You're such a racist.
You small kid. Right? Me Indian.
So this is Canada, and look at the argument they're having here. It's an Indian convenience store worker, owner maybe, arguing with some guy in a like an oil chic outfit. So it's immigrant versus immigrant.
My friend, you bloody fool idiot. You small kid. Right? No buy. You drink and no buy.
99 cents.
99 cents. All small cans, sir. Oh no, all 99 cents, you small can. You the 3.99. Yeah. And you 3.99. 3.99. One.
99.
99 all you small can. So yesterday you come, so you 99 cents small can. You know, you to Canada. You 99 cents, so me all flat. And Allah, me Allah. You 99 cents though. Me all road. My road me.
You said that good thing.
You later get 2 to 5.99 mix and match. And 1 to 3.99. You heading, big heading. Why no money?
The funny thing is, the multi-billionaire oil is arguing that, hey, this drink should be 99 cents because the sign outside said 99 cents. And this guy owns like several oil fields, I assume, in Dubai. and he's arguing that this should be 99 cents. And she's saying, no, 99 cents is small drink. This is $3.99. But this is Canada now. It's just immigrants arguing with other immigrants. This is Canada. I can confirm. I can confirm that this is Canada now. It's just immigrants arguing with other immigrants. And the white people are just in the homeless tent cities.
But what is he
Oh my God, bro.
saying?
But you know money, you talk. You 399 said.
No. I don't know what you mean. Why?
Hello, you understand? No, you my problem. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You always 24 hours. Me and my husband is talk. All people very smart, sir. You no idea, pride.
Oh.
You can no idea.
Thank you.
But this guy, this guy, I don't like this guy. This fucker.
Me to Indian girl.
Yeah.
Dude, Canada's done. Canada's done, dude. Yes, Ali, this is Canada. I should have set that up. This is just your average Canadian store. Look, how did she even manage to get into Canada? Speaking of Canada, so as you know, guns are basically illegal in Canada. You can't. And yet, we will see video after video of Indian gang members. Yes, Indians are involved in the gang business in Canada. We see video after video of them posting on social media with illegal guns just shooting into the air at public parks. And the police do nothing. If white people did this, their doors would be kicked down and they would be disappeared. Oh, crap. When I showed Jake Paul shooting guns, my live stream got age restricted, demonetized, all that. I should not have played that. Why do they act like they're in a rap video? Dude, that's where they learned their moves, dude. So here's another guy in Canada, Rahan Bag. Okay. This Indian guy did chickens. He did chickens. And he also had pictures of underage, you know what? But he also banged chickens. Chickens, folks. Chickens. He banged chickens. Chickens. Let's take a quick view at a Canadian community center. So much diversity. So, Ali, I remember we discussed this before, where you were under the impression that Alberta was like this far-right Texas white stronghold. This is Calgary. This is the main city in Alberta. Okay, this is the main city in Alberta. This is the community center in the biggest city in Alberta, which has, you know, Alberta always was called the Canadian Texas. Do we still want Alberta to join the States, folks? Do we still want Alberta? Do we still want Canada as the 51st state? This is this is why you can't get a family doctor. This is why to get a family doctor it's several year long waiting list because these people, they newly come to the country. They're all old. I mean, the people in here. So you got the younger people coming as temporary students, and then they become permanent. They get permanent status, and then they bring in their entire extended families. Okay? So now you have these old people show up who never paid into the system. They never paid a dollar of tax in their life, but now will get free healthcare. Now all these people get free healthcare. So you have millions of people coming in every year, straining the infrastructure without having ever paid into it. You know? This guy needs a doctor. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Doctor. He needs a doctor. He does. He does. He does. He does. He does. He does. All these old bastards need doctors. After having never paid into the system to help build up that infrastructure. In the UK, they're allowed to carry ceremonial lives, as they are in Canada. And recently, some Indian guy, I have it here somewhere, he was not allowed to wear it into his police interview in Canada. He wanted to become a cop. So he sued them. And he won. Let's see if we can find it. No guarantees. Might be scrolling for a while here. But yes, the ceremonial dagger thing is allowed in Canada as well. Let's see. Give me a sec here. Oh, that's another crazy one. But guys, I'm going to go in a couple minutes here, okay? Oh my God, I'm never going to find it, dude. Ah, here we go.
To a religious item he's required to wear.
My long-standing personal.
So it says, Canadian man has dream crushed of being a police officer because of a ceremonial blade he wants to carry into the police interview.
Winnipeg man's dream of becoming a police officer has ended abruptly because of restrictions tied to a religious item he's required to wear.
My long-standing personal goal was to join police service because my grandfather and father were police officers.
In India. They were police officers in India. So go to India and become a police officer.
Father and father were police officers back in India.
The kirpan, the small sheathed dagger, is one of the...
Is it small because the blade is longer than Canadians are allowed to carry as a pocket knife?
5 articles of faith that a Khalsa Sikh must wear at all times. Jaspal Singh Gill says he was told he wouldn't be allowed to write the exam unless he handed the kirpan over. In a statement to CTV News, a Winnipeg police spokesperson says in part, the individual was offered secure storage options for the kirpan but declined the accommodation. It also says the service welcomes applicants from diverse backgrounds and religious communities, and the option to securely store a kirpan has been accepted by many in the past. But Singh Gill says police infringed on its charter rights, pointing to a Supreme Court of Canada decision which says banning Sikhs from carrying kirpans violates freedom of religion.
Given that we have a Supreme Court precedent that was fairly clear, I think that, his odds are probably quite good in a court process.
Singh wants an apology.
He wants an apology. These entitled little cunts.
From police, and he also isn't giving up on his dream to become a police officer. Despite this experience, he's still holding out hope he'll be able to write that exam.
Ooh, sorry for the pop at the end there. Okay, so after he complained and sued and whatever, in May 2026, the WPS, whatever that is, confirmed it was actively drafting a new religious accommodation policy for applicants. So now you will be allowed to bring that in. You can bring your ceremonial dagger into your police interview now, because we have to accommodate them. And did you know in Canada, if you have a turban, you don't have to have a motorcycle helmet. If you have a turban, you don't have to have a motorcycle helmet. They changed that motorcycle helmet law for people with turbans. The UK police armed raided my house for complaining about immigration. Damn, dude. Damn, dude. Canada's getting there. They're trying to pass some bill for online censorship. Okay. Maybe I'll leave you with this insane-ass story from Canada. Do you Americans know what the MAID program is? It's assisted suicide. Okay, I guess I can't say that word. Assisted unaliving. Medically assisted unaliving in Canada. Like it's part of the medical system now. And I forgot the exact stats of it, but it's something like 99.7% of the people that have signed up for this and are no longer with us are white people. So we're importing millions and millions of Indians and Chinese, and then the white people are just offing themselves, which is a pretty unique white thing to do, to off yourself. So that's the MAID program. And it's not just people going, please, please help me. I'm in too much pain. You'll have people go to the doctor complaining about something and they'll go, have you considered the MAID program? Especially older people, older white people that go, have you considered the MAID program? A man in his 40s with inflammatory bowel disease was assessed outside a Tim Hortons, so that's a donut coffee shop in Canada, offered MAID, and driven by the doctor to the assisted unaliving facility and killed by MAID. Ontario man dies of MAID after being assessed outside of Tim Hortons. This guy was on the sidewalk. A doctor tells him, 1 in 10 deaths are now MAID. That's insane. And those are all white people. In a second case, the same doctor failed to administer one of 3 drugs used in assisted deaths, and the patient resumed spontaneously breathing after being pronounced dead. Jeez, this guy's a real pro. So anyways, there's actually more to this story. No DEI in MAID. It's genocide on Caucasians. Oh, well, here are the stats. In this province, 100% are white. In PEI, another province, it's 97%. Nova Scotia, 99%. New Brunswick, 99%. Quebec, 99%. Ontario, 95%. Manitoba, 94%. Saskatchewan, 97%. Alberta, 98%. BC, where I'm from, 95% are white. So we're just killing off whites. Why didn't you share the link? The story is crazier than the headline. It is, because guess what? The doctor... Well, hang on. Why don't we just read it? Anyways, whatever. So what happened was the doctor sees this guy outside a Tim Hortons, outside a donut shop. The guy goes, oh, my bowels. And the doctor says, you know what? You need to die. He drives him to the maid facility. The doctor himself offs the guy. Do you understand the kind of country Canada is now? A doctor assessed a guy on the sidewalk of a Tim Hortons, says you should just die, drives him to the facility, does it himself. And the other time that doctor did it, after the dude died, he just woke up. He just woke up because he forgot to give him the third of the 3 drugs. Does he get a commission? I would not be surprised in the least. Do you remember we found out? That hospitals got a 5-figure commission for every death that was labeled as COVID? So you had people die in car accidents who happened to have had COVID in their system would be labeled a COVID death, and they'd get 15 grand, 50 grand, whatever it was. I think it was like 50 grand, actually. Could be wrong. Dude, you're sitting outside a donut shop. Your gut's acting up a bit because of the gluten from the bear claw you just ate. A doctor comes by and says, hey, what's wrong? Oh, man, I have a tummy ache. Get in the car. Get in the car. Where are we going? Don't worry about it. Drives him to the facility, puts one in his head, and he's out of there. This is the state of Canada, and they only do it to white people. If the Indian guy goes, oh, duck, 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 the butter chicken, oh. The doctor would say, we'll send you to the best specialist we have. Oh, duck, 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 this butter chicken, oh, duck, duck, duck. They're not going to offer a maid. Dude, Canada's done, dude. Canada is done, dude. It's over. We're done. It's legit genocide. Yeah. Oh, replacement theory is a conspiracy theory. Is it now? Is it now? Oh, you have a tummy ache? Let's go kill you. And we'll bring in 10 million Indians to replace you. Dudes, I remember a time not that long ago where Canadians who were seriously suffering, old people, years of just chronic pain, would have to fight in the court systems and not succeed trying to get doctor-assisted unaliving. Do you guys remember Dr. Kevorkian? That was a big scandal. And isn't it funny that mass Indian immigration coincided with the same time that the MAID program came out? Isn't that funny? And before that, you had to go to like the Supreme Court to try to get a doctor to unalive you. Isn't that funny that the MAID program came out at the same time as this mass immigration? Isn't that weird timing, dude? Isn't it weird that only whites are using this service? Isn't that weird? And whites, can we have a word? Can we have a word, whites? Can you stop offing yourselves? What is it about white culture that when you get sad, you off yourself? And that just does not exist in other countries, aside from a rare occurrence. Can we stop doing that, white people? What is it about how we were raised in North America that when things get tough, we just off ourselves? Why is that a thing? It's not like that in other countries, dude. Oh my God. My dude, the Mace. Mace 43 sent another 50 Sewer King Dirty Rat memberships. Holy crap, dude. Dude. Seriously, even black Americans don't do that. They don't. It's purely a white thing, dude. My dude, thank you so much for the 50 dirty rats you just birthed out of your own bungus, dude. Out of your own rat bungus. Okay? Because you're a rat like the rest of us. Which makes it even more painful because a rat's bungus is smaller than a human's bungus. And yet you managed to birth 50, 100 today total. Dirty rats out of your bungus. Dude, you rock. I love you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate your support. Guys who got the memberships, thank the man. Come on. What are we doing here? Thank you, dude. Really appreciate it. But yeah, white people, enough. Enough. This is a uniquely white thing, man. This is a uniquely white thing. We're not helping the replacement theory. Not replacement theory. We're not helping the great replacement by offing ourselves, dude. We're not helping that battle of being replaced by voluntarily reducing our own populations. Like, chill with that, dude. Guys, again, we have free sewer stickers. It's a fan initiative, has nothing to do with me. I don't get your addresses. Don't sue me. The link is pinned. It's the second link in the pinned comment. The first one is the tip jar. The second one is for free sewer stickers. I'm going to live as long as possible out of spite. That's the spirit, baby. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Guys, we're going to call it quits in a few minutes, all right? Oh, by the way, Canada is now in a recession officially. The only country in the G7 to be in a recession right now. Good job, idiots. Pakistanis gang raped YouTube a French tourist in front of her 3 children after her car ran out of fuel. Oh, God. Guys, did you hear what they did to the young girls? I wanted to play that on the Kick stream, but we couldn't get into Kick today, unfortunately. Dude, just reading the headline of what they did to those girls made me want to go over there and go John Wick on everybody's ass. If you're a dad of one of those girls, I don't know how you don't go John Wick. Now, I don't know if they have dads, because a lot of these girls, like, how do you end up in the hands of a Pakistani, you know what, gang, right? Probably don't have that big of a, strong of a home life, and you're out on the street, and then these guys snatch you up, you know what I mean? If I were to guess. But, dude, if they do have dads, how do you not go John Wick on them all? I don't know what happened. Well, maybe we can get into Kick next week, and I doubt it, though. Like horrific, horrific things that you would not believe. Now, the thing is, here's the dilemma as a dad. If you're a dad of a girl And this Pakistani gang does these horrifying things to her over and over. Do you go John Wick on them and then you end up in prison for the rest of your life? Because the UK will do that to you. They're not going to do, insanity plea. He was out of his mind because of what happened to his daughter. No, the UK, they'll put him in prison. They'll make a example out of him. Do you John Wick all of them and never see your daughter again? And now she doesn't have her dad to protect her in the future. Mom will marry somebody else and she'll call that person dad, even though he threw his life away to get revenge for her. I think this is kind of the issue with the whole, John Wick route, is that you're throwing everything away. You won't be there for her. You won't be there for her to help her work through this horrific trauma. Her dad's now gone forever. You'll never see the light of day again. It's a tough one, man. Because you want to defend her honor, you want to get payback for her, but you're screwing her over because now she also lost her dad. Ali is here for the king with 20 juicy sewer bucks, and she says, "I'm gay for SK." Bless your heart, baby. Thank you so much for the 20 juicy sewer bucks, Ali. Really appreciate the support, Ali. You totally rock. And you totally rock a sundress, too. Which is just so rare nowadays. How often do you see a girl in a sundress? Did this happen in England? Yeah, it's the UK Pakistani grape, YouTube grape gangs. You have to go in stealth mode. Gosh, it's just so tough now with the surveillance. 50 cameras on every block. How do you get away with it in the surveillance state that we're in, Most of the girls in the UK were from care homes, so didn't actually have parents. Yeah, there you go. These aren't girls that are being plucked from their homes. They're already out there on the streets. And they prey on them. Don't get caught. How do you not get caught? How do you take out 20 people and they don't link it up back to the dad of the daughter? As if that's not the first suspect they're looking at. Travels through sewers. Now you're talking. But as we saw in that video, as soon as you pop out of the manhole, the cameras are on you and it's released all over the internet.
Yes, they should leave. They should leave. Yes, I do say that. I do say that, and you shouldn't be challenging me in a store. Your job is to be security here. You're not supposed to come up to me and challenge me on my political views. You people need to understand what your job is, okay? Yeah, I can say what I want. It's called freedom of speech. We're in Canada. You don't like it? Go back. All right? You people can't tell me what to do, what to say in my country. I was born here. You weren't. So you people, this guy, I made a political statement somewhere else online, and this security guy comes up to me and says, "Why did you say that about Sikhs?" Yeah, why? Why did I say that? Because I have a right to say it. This is Canada. I was born here. You weren't. You immigrants who come here and don't understand our ways, you need to go to hell and go back to your country. All right? Yeah, Sikhs are shit. They should go back. I have the right to say that. You got a problem with that? Why is this guy challenging me?
Lock the door, please.
Yeah, right.
Take it outside. I don't really.
Yeah, well, he came and challenged me, buddy. Your job is to be security and to watch this place. Yeah, he came up to me and he challenged. What do you mean, get out? What? Get out?
Of course, the white cucks defend the Indian guy. Of course. And that's why we have this problem in the first place. This doesn't happen without the white cucks. None of this happens without the white cucks. That's how this happened in the first place. White cucks, white Karens.
I'm gonna defend this guy. He's
It's like I hear you yelling, go back to your country.
Yeah, because he came to me and said the same thing. Yeah, I was born here, fucking.
You know what I don't appreciate? These Sikhs that try to skirt their way around their requirement to wear a turban by doing the do-rag. He's like, well, that's technically covering my hair, but I look like a black gang member. I look like a black rapper. This guy's trying to be like give like this black rapper vibe while still following Sikhism. And I don't appreciate that. Because he's going to fool a lot of chicks. Going, oh my God, are you a rapper? No, he's I can't say that on YouTube. You know, I don't appreciate that. Don't try to make it into something that looks cool. Now, I don't think do-rags look cool. And no, I don't wear do-rags. I wear bandanas, dude. It's different. Jesus Christ. Okay, so here's Canada, right? There's this bill, Bill C9, Combating Hate Act. Well, and what's hate? What's hate? Who's defining hate? Who's defining hate? Hate is anything that goes against their narrative. So they got an addition to this online hate act. It is, and I'm quoting, everyone who, by communicating statements other than in private conversation, willfully promotes hatred against indigenous peoples by condoning, denying, or downplaying the Indian residential school system. A is guilty of an indictable offense and liable to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years, or B is guilty of an offense punishable on summary conviction. Canada will now criminalize speech based on political motivation and feelings. So guys, if you don't know the story, a few years back, there was this discovery that, oh my God, there were these schools where they used to like bus the Indian kids to, and they lived there, probably because at home their parents were just sniffing glue and doing them in the bungus. So they took them to these schools ran by white people. And then a few years ago, they said, oh my God, we found mass graves of children. And so all the Canadians believed it. I believed it at the time, because I assumed they actually found the bodies, because they reported it like they did, right? And that was one of the things. It was like a BLM moment for Canada, but for Indians, not Indians with a dot, like, those Indians, right? Feather Indian. So then it turns out no bodies were found. There were no bodies. But most Canadians still believe it. I personally know people, always a white woman, that actually thinks there was mass graves of kids. And I believed it too right at the start, because I assumed that they found bodies. And it wasn't just like, hey, they're there, trust us. So now, if you were to say this on a live stream in Canada, if this bill passes, I go to prison for 2 years. Because that's hatred, to deny the claims about the Indian residential school system, which is why I can't do this show from Canada. So the good thing I left. I personally believe this story for the first week. Exactly, dude. The thing is, most Canadians weren't updated that, hey, actually no bodies were found. It was assumed. There was a lump in the grass, and we said, that's 5,000 Indian kids. Reparations. Now, if I were to say this in Canada and this bill passes, I go to prison. So we're doing that UK thing now. You never come back. I do visit my mom. I wonder, how does it work? No, I am a Canadian citizen. I guess if I'm visiting and I say that stuff on Canadian soil, I would go to prison. It's not like I'm a visiting American. I'm not an American citizen yet. I have a green card. Dude, imagine my live streams in Canada if this thing passes. I would start every live stream with a native land acknowledgement. I would like to start by saying that we are on seceded land by the Ooga Booga tribe. Start every stream like that. It was a money grab. The natives insisted on doing the excavation themselves, and the feds gave them millions to do it. So they just pocketed the money. Oh my God, dude. Doesn't surprise me at all, dude. The billions Canada gives to Indian reservations that just the chiefs there pocket, and they live in these mansions, and they all have these six-figure pickup trucks, and then everybody else is living in a trailer sniffing glue. That's how it works there. Dude, I'm sorry, what? Dude, I have to leave the stream now. But Jeff Mace, is that an F? I'm sorry, my eyes are going. He just signed up to the $500 level of membership. I put that membership up as a joke to keep people from seeing my privated videos so that they couldn't report them. We just had somebody sign up for the $500 a month membership. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. Guys, the new video comes out at 1 o'clock on Sewer King 2.0. Sorry, 2 o'clock Pacific time. It's in 13 minutes. Dude, it took me a second. It says, welcome to Mouth Breather. I'm like, I don't have a Mouth Breather level. We have Dirty Rat. It's $2.99 a month. What's Mouth Breather? Oh my God, it's the $500 a month level. Gee, are you Logan Paul? Did you do that so you could report my videos? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to have a heart attack. I got to go. I just got really warm. Let's leave on a high note. Jesus Christ, dude. I love you. Thank you. You just made my day. Guys, we got a video coming out in 12 minutes. Everybody tell DeMaze that we love him, or Jeff Mace. We love you. You're the best person to ever exist in history. Well, next to me. Let's be serious here. I'm the Sewer King. Okay. Yeah, dude. Let's leave it on a high note. I goddamn love you. I love all of you. Bless your hearts. New video in 11 minutes. Bye-bye. Sewer King 2.0. The handle is @SewerKing2.